Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. I'm not even sure if this angle works, but I'm sure that one over there does. But anyways, I don't know if you remember seeing on my Instagram channel a couple weeks ago, I was outside at my parents' cottage and I just went out to take some pictures of stars and trying to find some shooting stars, comets, or just take some pictures. And I actually got some really cool pictures of some the Northern Lights, and I haven't seen them in years, and it just was really cool. So I wanted to kind of incorporate that into this week's video, which is kind of fitting because the Northern Lights are really green, and this truck is green, and the paint design on this truck is also called Comet. So how cool is that? So let's see some B-roll and then we'll dive into what this truck's all about. All right. Isn't this just a gorgeous truck? I laid it out myself. I think I did a good job. What do you guys think? So this is the Comet paint design. I'll start by looking at that here. This paint scheme is a factory Kenworth paint scheme. Factory painted. This is not vinyl. This is right done at the factory. And you can imagine which colors it is. Yes, it is all legendary. We got a base green, legendary green here. And then we got the legendary champagne and then the legendary black, all in there. Just looking absolutely gorgeous. So this is, in terms of spec, this is your 5-axle and 3-axle spec. It's a 255 wheelbase and a 72-inch stand-up sleeper. We have a 13.2 front axle, and we did the 5-inch drop from the factory, and we actually lowered the front end too after the fact. So we slammed that down a little bit more than what the factory does. I put the factory elephant ears on it there. We ordered it without a visor, and then we got the guys at House of Chrome. You can check them out on Instagram. Here's their link. They have the visor up top there, and did a few other things on it here. We just kind of kept it fairly simple because we spent the money on the paint on this one. We got the aluminum rims all the way around, of course. And this is the long hood, so you have the additional 10 inches of space in there compared to the W9B. Ordered it with a full polish package. So the polished battery box, polished DPF cover, and polished fuel tanks. One thing I wish we were able to do is get the fill in the center. Just dealing with engineers, sometimes things get pushed through, a little rushed. And then the other thing you can do to get easier access if you were putting on any cab skirting, you can put roll that tank out a little bit more. What I would have done differently is just slid that up a little bit more so you had about a 2-inch gap and then a 2-inch gap here on this side. We got the Kenworth AG400L suspension. You can see this bracket out front. And then the DSH40P, so that's a high performance 40 with an oil pump on it and with the full diff lock. There's the diff lock on the front end. We got the same one on the rear. So the guys at House of Chrome, they put on these stainless deep drop fenders. Got the paddle mounts under the front there. A little different than what we get from Shift. With Shift, they do the blind mount. Also had the guys at House of Chrome put on these lights on the back there, change out the factory lights for these LEDs. Look kind of cool. Fifth wheel, it's a 7.8-inch ride height, 24-inch air slide, and 35-ton rating, so FW35. And it's set back 6 inches with the 18 inches ahead of center. 54-inch axle spread on here, and we ordered this truck with drum brakes all the way around, I think. Yeah, we got drum brakes. On the back here, rear tailboard. So guys, again, at House of Chrome, they put that on here for us. Looks really sharp. So those bottom ones are all red. And we got the 2 lights up top. Those are the reverse lights. Michelin X multi-energy Ds on the back end here. And we got the factory polish on there as well. I went with the standard black frame. Again, just to keep the cost down. It's not a huge expense, but it's about $1,000 extra to go to a painted frame. And I spent most of the attention on the layout on the paint here. So what I do, and I've shown videos of this before, I actually draw these out. You don't have to do that, but I like to do it because I like to see what it will look like when it's done. So I kind of pick colors that are going to be close, see what it looks like, and there it is. Really, really love that color. It looks really sharp. So we got the larger fuel tank here on this side, and got Rob at Big Truck Detail to just power polish that up here, so it put the cutting wheel to it. Looks really good. And then there is the DPF emissions box right in there. Ordered the 15-inch air cleaners with the cover on the outside, so you have all the bolts on the inside there. And then, like I shown before, that just pops down, you slide it, and then it pops off, and you have access to change your air filter right there. So that's a few things on the outside. I'll pop the hood here, show you underneath. Now, before we do, I've had a few people comment on videos about this lower panel here. So I've had some people ask, do you have to paint that after the fact? And the answer is no, because that's a factory option there. So it comes standard painted, but if you want to order it in chrome, you can, or stainless, you can order that panel in a stainless panel. And they call it a stainless permit panel, essentially to put your IFTA stickers on, your permits right on there. The panel down here, this is a closure panel, the stainless closure panel. That is also an option. This here is either painted with, if you order it without, and then you can delete this or this if you want, but they come standard on the truck as well. So we did standard LED lights all the way around. Headlights, we just left them alone right from the factory. Additional 4 ribs on the grill, and Texas bumper on the front. Oh boy, she's tight. Nope, I ain't getting that one. Ugh. Now it's a little bit breezy here today, so I'm gonna put the safety latch on because I have had hoods fall on my head before. So that's how you engage that, just like so. So that cable will basically prevent that from sliding back and hitting me in the head if I'm underneath here. So looking on the hot side of the engine here, we got your turbo. We got the hood supports right here. So I've talked about those a lot in the videos. That is an option. If you don't order it, they come without it. So you have to select that. And what that does, in addition to making it harder to open the hood because they get sticky down there unless you keep it lubricated, it helps to support the hood, prevents the headlights from shaking, and also over time helps prevent the paint from cracking along the side of the fender there. HVAC system is right in here. Now this panel right here, this is an option. So the heavy duty air cleaner panel, otherwise that's not on the order. So basically that comes, got some noisy trucks out here. On the other side there, it wouldn't be on there, but the heavy duty air cleaner panel, and when you order the factory paint, it, as you can see here, it all gets painted to match. Looks really good. Put on the taps here to shut off the heater to the sleeper. So if you want to prevent coolant from going in there in the summertime, you can do that. Now, when we lowered the front end, we had an outside shop do that, and what they did is they remove a spacer, they changed the U-bolts to shorten them up, and then they also changed this back shackle there as well, a little bit shorter shackle, so it just gives a little bit lower stance. Alrighty. Now on this side here, we have the PACCAR fuel filter. It is heated, and we have the remote lube terminal, boosting terminal right there as well. This is a efficiency series, 500 horsepower, essential truck engine for doing 5-axle, 80,000 or 110,000 pounds. Really good for doing flat deck work or reefer or dry van. Not really a good setup for Super Bs, but definitely something that would do the job in that application and do well for fuel economy. So let's close up the hood here, and we'll show you what we got underneath. The front of the truck has disc brakes, so I put disc on the front and drum on the back. Alrighty. Gear ratio on the truck is a 3-5-5 ratio. This is what I put. There we go. This truck is just so pretty. My younger brother's favorite color is green. Mine is blue. For vehicles, I love black, but I wonder if my brother would like this color. Mark, what do you think? I don't know, Mark, you're probably not even watching this. All right. All right, so going across the interior here, I'll just kind of show you what we set up here. I'm gonna turn on this light, so hopefully that will help. So over here, we have the diamond padding on the interior of the truck, so that's what we got going on there. Power door locks, power mirrors with the heat control right on top there, and then there is the window lift controls. Over here, we have the 4 gauges, and then we have some optional gauges here. These are for the back cab lights, and then interior lights right there and there, and then engine fan and your air traction control. Now here's your signal stat and your wipers. If you squeeze this in, that's what puts the washer fluid on the window, not this button here, okay? Ordered it with the standard wheel, but it's leather wrapped. Standard meaning it's not the smart wheel, so it doesn't have all the radio controls in here. And just so you guys know, I've had a lot of comments on the new style dash. This interior is not changing, all right? It is staying as it is, being unchanged. So here's your standard gauge cluster, and then your trip information up above there. Over here we have the full gauge package all the way across, so I ordered it with the full gauges. And then we got your PTO switch, beacon, pre-wire, auxiliary light switch, air slide, your hazards, Jake brakes, cruise control, air suspension dump, and then your full locking differentials right there. Over here we got the 18-speed manual transmission, and then your cup holders with the power outlets right in the dash right there. Now these seats here are the Air Cushion Premium Plus seats. So these are the top of the line seats. They are heated, and they are additional lumbar supports, as you can see right there. And then your height adjustment right down below there. Driver's seat exactly the same way. A lot of people ask, what is the weight of the truck? So this one here weighs in at 18,532 pounds. That is dry, no fuel. Oh man, we got to do some cleaning on here. It's a little dirty on the inside. Not good. not good at all. Some other things here, optional. When I do the black interior, the dash comes standard gray, but I like to order the black dash option. So that's where you get the black glove box. This piece is black down below here. So kind of makes it a little bit more of a black interior. And then I also like to put this logbook holder. It just more or less gives you the storage down below. And then you get a little clipboard right here. And if you are interested in what part number it is, there's the part number for you. Okay. All right, so let's go in the bunk here and I'll show you what's back here. So the floor does drop down a little bit. Over here is your refrigerator. So that is mounted down low on the floor. And if you wanted to take this piece out here, you can. Just a little bit of work involved in doing that. You may have to remove the whole thing just to give you a little bit more space in there if you don't need the freezer part. And then you got the little crisper down below. So that's all in there. Over here we have the storage shelf. This is where the TV mount would go. And there's this little latch right here to drop this table down like so. And then you have a little bit more storage in there. These are the covers that go over top of the windows on the sides here. We'll just leave those in there. And then down below is some extra material in case you bust a area here or the interior needs to be fixed for whatever reason. This one here, this is the curtain that goes underneath the floor, because as you can see here, it's all open, so lots of storage. You could throw an extra cooler down there if you wanted, your duffel bag, keep your dirty laundry, whatever you so choose. So I'm just gonna put that under there. Now, these options, these drawers down here, those are not standard when you order the diamond interior. They come standard on the Studio Sleeper, the 86-inch, but with the 72, you have to option them onto the order, whether you have the diamond VIT, and they're always kind of a pain to open, to be honest. Hard to do it with one hand anyways. So there we go. So you got these drawers, and you got to make sure you pick that if you want to get them on the order. And then over here we have the closet, a big hanging closet, and that goes down right to the floor. So lots of space to keep stuff in there. You got your factory light controls in here. So these are the sleeper lights. You can control that. The panel light for this one right there to turn the fridge off and on, and then your heat controls here. Now, if we order an S-bar heater from the factory, the control would be right there. Currently, it's a long wait to get them, so most of our trucks we're not ordering them with them right now because we got to wait like 7 or 8 months for a truck to show up to get that option, so we can wait for that. You got a cup holder right here, you got a light up above, and then we got storage here and right there, and same thing on this side with this little mirror. All right, so that's it for today's video. I sure appreciate you sticking around to watch it and enjoy this channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd sure appreciate it if you did do that. You can basically click on the bottom link here, and that will subscribe you to this channel. And if you want to get notified, you can hit off that bell. It'll prompt you to do that if you so choose. If you also want to check out what we have in stock, I have 3 other trucks this exact spec in stock. There's another high bunk, and then I have another flat top, and then I have quite a few more trucks on order that are not far away. So we're going to have a busy summer with lots of custom paint jobs, and these trucks do not last. They hit the yard and they sell pretty well within a week or less. So anyways, if you want to check out my webpage, it's up here at thekenworthguy.com. And thanks for visiting this channel. If you haven't had a chance to give one of my videos a thumbs up, I'd sure appreciate that. Or if you want to comment below. And to all the people that are commenting, I'm getting about 40 or 50 comments every single week, and I try to respond to everybody. But honestly, I've been so busy and so swamped at work here, selling a pile of trucks, trying to create content for you guys every week. I haven't really been on top of getting back to all my comments, so I will try to do that and keep you guys informed. So thanks for sticking around for all of my long-windedness here, if that's even a word. Okay, I'm rambling. I gotta get back to work. Talk to you later. Have the world's best day. my new knife. I like it. It's something I like. I don't know. Knives are fun. I just like whatever. You never know when you're getting a package and you need to open something.